Hello, Julie Bartkus here. I've been transforming workplaces for over 20 years. And today I was reflecting upon some of the early questions that I would get from owners and leaders. And some of those questions are still the same today. But one of the biggest questions was, Julie, what else do I need to do to attract the right staff? What else do I need to do to have a motivated team? What else do I need to do? And the questions always surfaced around, what else do I need to be doing? And as leaders, we're doing a lot, right? You've got a lot on your plate. So we're doing. And what I have to pull leaders back to is the thought process of, it's not about what you're doing. That really makes the difference when you're trying to transform your team. But it is about one thing. And that one thing is about who you're being. And who you're being is going to be a lot more powerful than what it is that you're doing. So it really has to be about the being first and about the doing second. So let me share with you an example. You might be going through this right now where you want people to show up for you. You want people to be on time. You want them to show up for interviews. You want them to show up. But yet at the same time, the person who we're being has issues showing up. Maybe we're making too many commitments. Maybe that's something we need to stop doing, but we're not showing up. And I had a client today. Well, actually, I've had several client calls today, but then after, I had a call scheduled with somebody new who wanted to have a conversation with me. We've rescheduled with her twice, and the second time, no show, no call. And yet, she's having incredible difficulty having people show up for her. So we look at these patterns of who we're being in the workplace, and we see if we could attribute that to what we want to transpire. And sometimes we can directly. Sometimes we could see it very clearly, right? You're not showing up for your commitments and promises. You're not showing up for the people who you say you're going to show up for. You're not showing up for whatever the reason is. And then we want to look at, well, what is it that I'm seeing in my life? So if somebody comes to me and says, Julie, we're having issues attracting people, and the person who I was supposed to meet with this afternoon, she's having a big problem. She's putting it all over the place how desperate she is for people and that they're not showing up. And then it's interesting to me that she didn't show up. So I want you to think about right now, what is it that you want to have happen? What is it that you want to transpire in your life? Do you need more people to show up for you? Do you need people to keep their commitments and promises? What is it that you need? And then how can you be that person who models that behavior and attracts others who does, or who do, what's the right grammar there, who does the same? Leadership is more about who we're being first and what we're doing second. So where are you not showing up? And that's just one example. And there are about 40 different things that I've identified that really transpire in the question, who are you being? That's really answered by that. So think about what it is that you want to attract, who it is that you want to attract, and then ask yourself, am I being the person who would attract that person? And in those answers, in those questions, lies the things that we need to shift so we could start experiencing a different transformational result in our businesses and in our lives. So really, if you need to attract staff fast, show up in a bigger, more amazing way than you ever have before. I'm Julie Bartkus. Please feel free to comment or to like if this has resonated with you. But remember that leadership is more about who you're being first and what we're doing second. Don't go in search of answers of what do I need to do? What do I need to do? If we do that, we're probably just slapping a Band-Aid over a bigger issue that we really need to resolve to experience the transformation that we desire and most importantly, that we deserve. I'm Julie Bartkus. I'll see you next time.